Hi everyone, so this video is going to be so different from our previous videos. In this video, my boyfriend Axel and I are going to try and build something for a trunk or treat event that's happening at our church on the 31st. There's going to be a lot of trial and error in this video, so just bear with us on this process and I hope you enjoy.
You stole my toy. Hello? My name is Axel. You already know that? Maybe. And this is my girlfriend, Brianna.
We're back in my room for a short amount of time because it is, what day is it?
The 19th.
It's the 19th of October and we have a project to do that needs to be done by the 31st for a trunk or treat at our church. So we're gonna be trying to achieve that with cardboard. We have this box, along with this box, and this box, and we probably will have a few more in the near future. So this video won't be posted until the 31st or sometime after to show the final result. But we're starting this on the 19th. There probably won't be a whole lot of talking involved because it's more so going to be a time lapse of us trying to figure out what we want to do and how we want to build everything. So
yeah, like I said, we are making this entire thing out of cardboard, and that will be one of the many mistakes that we make throughout this process. Also, I apologize about my little brother. There will probably be a blur blob during this entire area of the video for a while because he just wouldn't stay out of frame, and I don't want his face up on YouTube and the internet, so I'm trying to keep him protected.
Got it. I got it, guys. First piece off.
So if you can't tell, what we're doing here is we're cutting off all the lid pieces of the cardboard box and trying to just put it into pieces so we have scraps and so we have an idea of what we're working with. Also, if you can't really tell, Axel is doing most of the work to cut this box up because my hand was cramping and I just couldn't continue a cut once I started it. Also, I just want to make everyone aware that this is not just my channel. This is a channel that my boyfriend and I share and do things together on. Just I'm doing the voiceover because I do the editing and it's just easier that way.
One more piece.
I'll do this.
The whole thing?
Don't worry about it.
Are you sure? I don't believe you. Fingers are cramping, chat. My fingers are cramping.
I can't do it.
I knew she couldn't do it.
Here we cut off that last part of the lid and then we decided to cut the box in half, and this is when we realized that it kind of makes itself in a doghouse shape, which I didn't mention before. We are creating almost like a doghouse kind of thing because that's the theme of our trunk. And again, what we're doing here ends up not even happening because we tried so many different things until we got what made the most sense. Here we started building walls for the doghouse, kind of trying to make it taller. This also, again, this isn't what we end up doing, but so I'm still trying to show things just to make it more realistic because this was so stressful to try and figure out how we were going to make this work. Also, I apologize if me talking too much gets a little annoying and repetitive. I just feel like I need to explain a lot of what's happening because we don't even know what we're doing half the time during this.
Okay, so we definitely just ran out of tape completely. We got through a roll of duct tape and a roll of scotch tape. So we are going to run to the store real quick and get tape. All right, we are on our way to the store right now. This is the bike that we're on. It's a two-seater. I don't know what it's called. Like, I don't know the proper name for it, but we're on a two-seater right now. And we are headed to a Walgreens just a few blocks away. And we're gonna go get some tape so we can finish.
So she was wrong there. We ended up not getting tape because we didn't have enough for it because we only had $3 in cash, and the cheapest was $2.79. So ended up not doing anything more with the build until the next morning after church at his house. Here we got new tape, and I would like to say I'm not gross. I did not wear these clothes all day the day before and that day. I promise that I had only worn these clothes like for a few hours the night before, and then I changed into pajamas and just put this on for church.
Like, do the once around and then go over it one more time. I'm gonna cut this real quick just so it's easier.
And my phone was on low storage. I had to delete things from my storage, and then we tried to record again, and we only got 50 seconds of footage before it came up again, and we had to stop. And because we didn't get any more footage, I also didn't think to take pictures of what we had ended with. So to give you a little rundown, we tried to do what I had mentioned last night, letting itself make it look like a doghouse. And that didn't work. And I tried adding string to the middle to hold it up. And there was this and there was that. We ended up not making it tall and making it shorter. And then we went to the store and we got more decorations for it. And then we gave up. And now we have a new idea. At this point, it's 9 p.m. on a Tuesday, and Axel and I still haven't done any more on our build since Sunday. We just haven't found time or a place to work on it since then, and it was literally killing me just sitting around and not being able to work on it more. So to save money and to keep myself busy, I decided to start the stencils for the letters that we're going to be putting on the doghouse. As of now, the plan is to get red spray paint for the entire doghouse. And then for the letters, we're going to do it with a white. And these letters are going to spell out God, a man's best friend. And it's supposed to be wordplay on that saying that says a dog is a man's best friend. And the reason for this is because our church has rules on our trunk or treat to make sure that nobody has anything too scary, and so that all of the trunks are based off of something that our church practices. I was really happy when I thought of it. I was really proud of myself, and I think it's a cute little slogan to put on our doghouse. My plan with these stencils is just to trace them out and then go over them with pen, and then I'm going to cut out the inside, and then we will use those to spray paint, and we'll touch up the paint if there's any mistakes. Yep, here I am trying to make it perfect by tracing the pencil with this pen, and I am not mad that I traced it with a pen. I think it made it a lot easier, but it honestly didn't matter how well it was because it only mattered how well I cut it, because the cut was going to be the final product. Here I'm just ripping them out of the notebook, and I realized that I didn't even outline the inner circle of the O, so I had to do that real quick. And then I don't know if it's anyone else, but when you rip a page out of a notebook and those little, that right there, I love peeling those off. It's so unimportant, but I love doing it. So for the cutting process, I just poked a hole into the paper with this pen, and then I started from there, and I kind of just got out the thicker area of it. I left kind of room to go in more in depth, I guess, when I go closer to the lines and stuff, just trying to get all these annoying flaps out of my way while I'm trying to get as close to the line as I can. I am clearly having an issue talking today. You have no idea how long these voiceovers take. But here I am going closer in the lines, and honestly, the G was the most annoying and stressful process. It didn't take long, but it was just so... It made me so anxious because I didn't want to cut through it and, mess it up. And I did a little right there, but it wasn't noticeable, so I just kept going. And the G just had so many twisties and turnies and all that stuff. So the O and the D were so much easier. I apologize that I'm not even in frame that much when I'm cutting this, and I am fully aware that there are still very noticeable spots that I could have cut, but again, it doesn't really need to be perfect because I can just touch up the paint in the end. What are you doing?
I'm doing tricks. So funny, guys.
What kind of trick is that?
Oh, I caught it.
It is now Thursday, and I just went shopping with my dad, and I got a bunch of stuff, including spray paint, and we got these paint markers. Here, I just spray painted these little pieces outside so that I can start this because Axel had to go home. So I was doing the sign that's going to be at the front of the doghouse myself, so I just spray painted the few pieces that I needed. Then I traced over the spray paint to get an idea of what the words were supposed to look like, and then I went over it with these paint markers, and I'm so glad that we did paint markers instead of spray paint because it was so much easier to just add what I wanted, like the paw and the O and the little dog bone for the eye. I wouldn't have been able to add that with spray paint. And here's what it looks like before I colored it in, and this was after, and I'm happy with it. This was Friday, and Axel was finally able to come over so that we could have the time to spray paint and finish all the pieces. I know there's leaves on it, but they come off just by scraping them, and they were mostly dry at this point. And if you're wondering what we did for the cage, we just put boxes against it, poked holes, and then tied it with string on the inside. Hi everyone, excuse the way I look right now, it's Saturday. So, as you can tell, this video has been all over the place and kind of just not very organized, which I hate. It's all okay because we have gotten everything done just to kind of keep everyone updated, because I know I've done a horrible job at explaining what's going on. There's just so little clips that I have, and I just don't have the time exactly to just constantly be working on this video and the editing and everything. So let me just give you a rundown right now. Axel and I, as you saw, we were trying to do it all with duct tape and just cardboard. That obviously didn't work because in our heads it made sense to just build cardboard with cardboard, but obviously it doesn't make sense. So we resorted to using a kennel as kind of an outline, a base for it. And instead of using a bunch of duct tape, we instead poked holes in the cardboard and then tied the string into the bars on the inside of the kennel so it stays on there. So out of the whole week that Axel and I have been able to see each other, we've only actually worked on the build twice together. Everything else has been separately done because we just don't have the time for it. You know, we both still do school and we both have church and all those other things. So on Thursday, my dad had the day off, so he took me shopping because it's his truck that we're using. So he took me shopping for more of the decorations for the build, and then after we went shopping, we picked up Axel and we got to work on it that day, and then Friday we got to work on it, and it's now Saturday. Now we just wait until Wednesday, the day of the trunk or treat, and I guess get done. We both have our costumes. We incorporated a game that I have not mentioned, so let me grab everything that let me just show you all that my dad and I got. First, we got 2 of these. They're 20-inch straw bales, and it's just decoration, you know. We of course got the spray paint. We got 3 cans of this, and we only ended up needing 2, an entire can left over. We also got this chalk marker, which works just fine on cardboard, and that's what we used for the sign and all that stuff. I made these for the game, and in the game is basically just gonna be, there's gonna be 3 bowls on the bed of the truck in front of the build. They will each have one of these in front of them, and they get to throw these, which is another thing we got Thursday. We got these, and this is for the game. They're gonna be able to throw one, and in whatever bowl they get, they get 2 pieces, 3 pieces, 4 pieces, and if they don't get any, then they get 1 piece of candy. We have these pumpkin lanterns that are battery operated that Axel and I got from the dollar store last Sunday, and yeah, basically that's it for the build. I wanted to do some kind of update because I know how messy this video is and how much of a headache it will be to watch. I'll probably see you guys Wednesday when we're at the trunk or treat. Bye.
Okay guys, today is Thursday, the 31st. We're setting up the cage right now.
This is the idea that we have, is to put string on the kennel and just wrap it around. And we have
2 hours. We have 2 hours to set it up.
2 hours. Here's Bootsy being all cute in his costume. Yeah.
All right, Bootsy, ready? 3, 2, 1, go! Alright, this is what we have done so far. We have all the bottom layer of the wall. We're getting the second layer on right now. So, we're almost done. And then we'll see you at the trunk or treat. We're at the church, guys. We're the first people here. No, we're the first. Second. We're the first trunk to set up.
I was down, but now I'm up. Yeah, this all God, this ain't no love. Yeah, I used to be stuck in that mud. Whoa. Yeah, I was down, but now I'm up. I was down, but now I'm up. Yeah, this all God, this ain't no love. Yeah, I used to be stuck in that mud. Yeah, I was down, but now I'm up. I was down, but now I'm up like my name Lazarus. No Satan gon' be mad. Up like my name Lazarus. No Satan gon' be mad at this. I had to ask my dad if it's okay to swing my bat at this. He said, boy, if I picture this out of the park, moving so quick it's like they stuck in park. They see the numbers, but I see the heart. 10,000 hours